presumption of innocence is presumed innocent unless and until his or her guilt is established beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. The indictment charges a scheme that the defendants entered into knowing that bribes would be offered and accepted by Thao and Jones in exchange for allowing the Duongs to exercise illegal influence over the levers of city government. The indictment alleges that the illegal conspiracy began around October 22, before the November 2022 Oakland mayoral election. Weeks before that election, Thao made commitments to take official actions as mayor that would benefit the Duongs. Examples of promises allegedly made by Thao include her agreement to purchase housing units from a company owned by the Duong family, her agreement to ensure the extension of a contract for recycling services that the city of Oakland had with one of David and Andy Duong's companies, and her agreement to use influence to help appoint a high-level city official to benefit the Duong's business interests. In exchange, the Duongs allegedly provided payments to Thao and Jones in various forms, including the financing of a negative mailer campaign targeting Thao's political rivals, and providing Jones and Thao with $95,000 in direct payments disguised as wages for a no-show job for Jones, with the promise of additional payments, all intended to benefit both Thao and Jones.
Gutter at Mario Juarez's house in the Fruitvale neighborhood, 9 months after the shootout.
And then,
okay, so the first couple of videos that the first video that we seen, we didn't really get to go over her charges. There go her charges of what the DA is accusing of her and why they raided her motherfucking house. 100%. Give me your thoughts on this shit.
So the Duongs, she's part of this family, or is this
no? So the Duong family. So I got them right here too. So the Duong family owns California Solutions and Recycling. So they own a garbage company and a recycling company. So
and they making sure that they keep these companies as
with the city
contracted.
And then also they own some housing that was supposed to be purchased by
that same company.
100%.
Oh shit. Not slick at all.
You know what I say, America is great in this aspect, right? Because they give everybody a shot, right?
Yeah.
No matter where you come from, whatever, they give everybody a shot to see who will be the best candidate. You know what I mean? And some people, they get that shot and they fumble it. And some people, they get that shot and they do what they're supposed to do with it. But, there's other countries that just want to keep the same people in power and do the same thing year after year after year after year. Nah, switch them out, give them a term, switch them out. Let's get another candidate. Let's give them a shot and let's see who, what they do. You know what I mean?
How long can mayors stay in?
Was it 4 years?
I think 2 terms, because the mayor that we just had, he just left, and I want to say he had 2 terms. I know he had 2 terms for sure.
Okay.
What is it, 2 years or 4 years apiece?
I want to say it's 4, bro.
Okay.
I want to say it's 4.
And that's like a little mini presidency of a town.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is you get to people get exposed from different walks of life that's taking that opportunity and fumbling it and doing whatever nonsense with it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, well, these group of people are the bad people. Nah, they all over. You know what I mean? They all over.
On everything. And see, this bride got recalled, right? And I think part of this was part of the recall, you know what I mean? And it she got her house raided in June of 2024, right? So that's 8 months ago that this shit been going on. And then the fucking the shootout that we finna talk about, like Peacock talking about, he watching the clip of that shit. That happened in 2023. So this shit is being
because they were trying to off somebody in her cabinet or something like that. I forget. Well, we'll get to that part.
On everything. 100% one of these dudes, you know what I mean, that was a so-called, you know what I mean, co-conspirator.
He was the rata.
Yeah, so this shit get deep though. But her charges though, bro, it's pure corruption. 100%, bro. You giving unfair contracts to people that's, you know, helping you further your campaign. They didn't pay her off $95K, her and her motherfucking co-mayor or whatever bruh name is. They didn't gave them help fund her campaign by giving negative mail campaigns. You know what I mean? All types of shit, bro. That shit ain't cool, bro. So yeah, 100%. Let's get into more of what's going on.
It stopped there and it shot like 2 times.
Sheila Campos lives across the street. She tells me she was headed to work after 9 p.m. when she saw a car drive by 3 times, firing at Juarez's house and Suburban. On the last pass, Mario Juarez came outside with his .40 caliber Glock.
And he started shooting back, like firing back, pa, 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 pa. And the car just kind of skeeted off, but kind of fast. And he was in the middle of the street shooting, like trying to get him.
I've been speaking to Mario Juarez by an encrypted phone app. He tells me he can't be in Oakland right now because he still fears for his life.
He sent a written statement first reported by the San Francisco Chronicle that says 2 suspects were nabbed in December 2024 tied to these attacks, but justice, it never came. Oakland police made the arrests, but the DA's office, just days after Pamela Price left office because of the recall, allowed the suspects to walk without charges and without informing Juarez that the men who may have shot at him were back on the streets.
It's an issue of safety, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's definitely an issue of safety.
Ernie Castillo is Mario Juarez's attorney.
When you have people come into your house and you get into a shootout and people shoot at you, that's a huge concern. So we should have been notified by that former administration, 100%.
Mario Juarez recently had a fraud case against him dropped. He was accused of bouncing checks for a mailer that supported Sheng Thao in her race for mayor. As part of that case, Juarez accused then District Attorney Pamela Price of demanding $25,000 from him to help her recall, saying when he refused, she filed the criminal case against him.
In that motion were declarations and statements by witnesses, including Mario Juarez, that the former administration had tried to shake down Mario for $25,000. And if he had not contributed to that campaign for $25,000, then they would charge him.
Through her attorneys, Price denied asking Juarez for money. Shooting in June, neighbors confirmed to me that the day after the gunfire, the FBI canvassed the neighborhood looking for witnesses and surveillance video. And just 10 days later, agents raided the homes of then Mayor Sheng Thao, her partner Andre Jones, and David and Andy DeWong, owners of California Waste Solutions. They're all.
Thanks for joining.
There it is there. So look, brother, feds been on a motherfucking ass. That's the code. They gonna say brother co-conspirator. So when he get to coming, somebody coming and whopping at his house and he coming out firing it, this next day they coming to look for shells and evidence, the FBI. 10 days later, they hit that bride house. Come on now.
And look at, because she pulled the wrong string. She got looked, she used her, overused her power right there. She got the DA to release them. You know what I mean?
Tied to some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and she put some fucking money, you know, because she probably funded that hit. That was a hit. That was stood in the middle of the street, just like that lady accurately depicted. Pop, pop, pop. That shit made me laugh when she did the gunshot.
So now watch. So now just remember how
that bro was funny.
Just remember how the witness said that the car passed by 3 times and bruh came out the house whopping at him. Now in the next story we gonna see the motherfucker that bruh was whopping at tell his side, because they finally got the people, because they said they locked them up. So now here it is, they come into court for for doing the shooting. And here it is there on this one, on everything. But that the bride Pam Price is the one that they said tried to push up on bruh, extort bruh for to flip about the 25K. And I guess he's part of the shit on the indictment, because it's gonna say he's business partners with the fucking Duongs. This dude that we just seen that came out and started shooting. 100%.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and if he's involved in some shady business, because like the Duongs were in that first clip we watched, obviously tied to all the corruption, they were trying to kill him because he's obviously the guy that's like, hey, this is probably wrong. And they're like, oh no, shoot him. You know what I mean? Because no, I'm serious though. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, he was the one guy
Play
in the
it
whole
dirty.
mix. I was like, okay, we got to quiet him all the way. Silence.
Let's
Playing
finish.
dirty.
And then he got really loud, didn't he? He went to the San Francisco Chronicle, all the shit. He was like, listen, this shit going down.
This is some real fucking real life The Wire shit. I'm telling you, bro. Everything.
That shit is it is crazy because this is like on the highest level. It just be like that. It's sad. It's like this is how politics is, or it's just corruption.
Let's get it.
As the man admits shooting at a key witness in the federal corruption case against former Oakland Mayor Sheng Thao and others.
The case keeps taking twists and turns, and the I-Team's Dan Noyes got that exclusive interview today after a hearing in Oakland Superior Court.
He sure did, and Dan joins us now with the story, Dan.
Well, Dan and Amma, we have two people who were firing at each other. The stories are similar in some ways, but very different in others.
In Oakland Superior Court this morning, 24-year-old Hermelindo Ramos made his first appearance, facing felony charges of shooting at an inhabited dwelling and shooting at an unoccupied vehicle, plus several gun and violent conduct enhancements. Ramos admitted to me that he fired a handgun at Mario Juarez, believed to be co-conspirator one, an important key witness in the federal bribery and corruption indictment against former Oakland Mayor Sheng Thao, her boyfriend Andre Jones, and the owners of California Waste Solutions, David and Andy Duong. But he says it was all a mistake.
I go to play soccer in the park.
Ramos says he was heading home from Josie de la Cruz Park when he spotted Mario Juarez's Suburban parked in front of his house with the trunk open.
And then if we finish play soccer, I try to go my home. When I go my home, I see that his car is open. I try to close it, and then he shot me.
I reached Mario Juarez today, and he confirms firing first. He tells me suspects in two cars were breaking into his SUV, banging bricks against the windows. You can see a brick on the ground. Red marks from bricks on the windows in photos Juarez provided. Juarez said he heard the noise, went outside, and spotted someone in his SUV, and behind him sat multiple cars, double parked with engines running, and from one of them, a man pointed a gun directly at me. In that moment, I knew I was facing death. I fired, he fired, we exchanged gunfire. I ran and took cover inside the house. While he waited for police, Juarez says the cars returned twice over half an hour and fired again.
And you carry a gun all the time?
No, it's not my gun. Just somebody give to me.
Whose gun was it?
I don't know.
Someone in your car.
Mario Juarez was a founding partner with David and Andy Duong in Evolutionary Homes, a company that tried to sell homeless shelters made out of shipping containers. Juarez told me today he believes that Ramos may have some connection to the Duongs.
Lawyers for both.
There it is there, bruh. So if you remember when the lady witness said it was cars in the middle of the street, you know what I mean? So even though they said that the cars came back 30 minutes later, it's like somebody sent them motherfuckers because they was banging this shit with the motherfucking bricks and shit, bruh.
Trying to get him to come outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
trying
exactly.
to get him to see, oh, somebody's fucking with my car, just to get him exactly to draw.
Bro, that's how they used to get you in New York back then, man. They'll do something, and they know you got a whip, they'll do something to that whip, make the alarm go off, you come outside, they boom you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this shit crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, they see moving like a mob boss.
And like,
ordering
hits. Juarez, you know, he at the house, so you know it's not uncommon to be armed at the house, but you know he's a star witness for some shit, so you know he's noited. You know what I mean? He's on 10.
100%.
You know what I mean? He came out there, started bucking, fuck that shit.
Oh yeah, he you know what I mean? He seen the play. See the play, grabbed his Glock.
I'm surprised he's still at the house, or if that's the case, don't have like, but why he didn't, or if he probably does now have protected, what is it called? Like just actual police.
Not the feds gonna protect him now. They gonna hide him away for the moment.
Oh, for sure.
Get him out the way because they need him to be a witness, testify, all that. So they gonna They gonna get him out the way.
And look at they better keep him tucked away too.
Yeah, because they'll go that
trying.
far. They look like they'll touch some witnesses too if they available.
And the cool thing is, to further your statement, remember when the shootout happened in the second video, they said like the next day or a day or 2 days later, the feds came through looking for evidence. And then 10 days later, they that's when they raided Sheng Thao's house. So like it was already the mist was in the air behind everything that was going on. 100%. And bruh that came outside whopping at the end of the video, it said that him and the Taos was business partners on making shipping containers into homeless people's houses. So they tried to sell that to the motherfucking city. Remember, it said its charges was contracts for recycling, and then they promised to buy homes from the Taos. There go them homes right there.
I mean, they got some fly looking shipping container homes, right?
Nigga, my mama had a property going up 80, not before you get to Reno and all that, but a little bit lower, and it's still snowing all that shit. She had brought it a little half an acre like type shit. It was gonna be a retirement home, but that's what she wanted to do up there was a shipping container home on everything. Facts. Yeah, that shit,
They cost conscious too.
Yeah,
I seen a guy build $1 million Airbnb out in like a remote area.
Word, and
fully decked
he
out.
made $1 million off of it.
No, he it took $1 million to build it.
Oh, okay, but it's all container shit.
Yeah, but it's super decked out. It got a helicopter pad, everything. Like it's super decked out. And homie was a photographer, a full-time photographer, and then he was doing engineering. You know what I mean? So that's how he was like, he had saved up some money and, got a loan and funded it.
Dang. Hey, good investment. Because then you have the helicopter thing. Now this is some high-level Airbnb shit, right?
Yeah.
Charging up the woo-wop. But this like the type of clientele that has helicopters, though. So they got money.
Little getaway, something like. But that's the thing, they give everybody a shot, and that's how you get to see who's criminal minded from who's not. We're not gonna do this thing where we're gonna keep one person in power, because absolute power corrupts absolutely. So we're gonna switch them out, and the ones that's good, okay, y'all do y'all good bid, y'all get paid, whatever. The ones that's foul, you know what I mean? Yeah, y'all gonna be up in the feds. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's high ground. Remember, equal opportunity, baby.
Bake said in Cali, it's a 4-year term with a limit of 2 consecutive terms. And Lee said the same thing in his state. And Lee mayor. Yep.
Yeah, damn, that's like a little mini presidency.
You ain't lying.
Yeah. But see, when it comes to I want to see what that trial gonna look like though. What is she facing?
Updated for sure, because man, we just got all this shit within the span of maybe
she's
2 months.
Facing a fraud.
What she facing? No, I'm like what she facing as far as time?
Now that I don't know. I think the first time we did it, I had pulled up the paperwork, but it ain't gonna be too hard to pull the shit up because I've found the information on the towels.
Yeah,
all that going on.
Watched had the towel girl female talking too.
I mean, not the Taos, the DeWongs. I found all
the DeWongs, yeah.
I found all the information on the DeWong family.
Yeah, they connected to that shooting. Whew, Lord.
Oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah, they're gonna roof her because he was a witness too. Yeah, they're gonna roof her.
That's an obstruction.
Right, because why would
witness tampering?
Witness tampering.
The feds coming to look for the evidence.
If that dude who claims to be playing the soccer guy, someone gave it to him. You know when he says someone gave me the gun. Sounds like he's gonna tell who gave him that gun eventually.
Oh, everything's not my gun. I was just playing soccer.
They said, hey, you want to make some money?
Oh, everything.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah,
that joint was crazy. They put him on camp.
Baxalot said, the witness said, did she say the car skeeted off? Yeah, that's that town business, big bro. Everybody in the town is with the shit, the lingo, all the, you know what I mean? Oh, my
every nationality, man.
Hey,
She moving like Shang Tucson.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's that. And she shape-shifting on him. By day she's the mayor, by night straight corrupt crime boss. That's a crime boss.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
All the underground shit.
She just shape-shifted like a Shang Tucson.
Oh, Peacock said, I like how this chick describes the shooting right here. She's a Raza, so you know that's legit how it went down. Oh, my mama.
Yeah.
He was doing like everything.
He's like, you know what? Then he went back.
She went like this, like you know what I mean?
Like she
was like this.
That's good. Business for you, bruh. Oh, my mama.
Tell business.
Bake said the car skidded off. Oh, my mama. Balls.
Yeah, shout out to Oakland, man. That shit.
Oh,
and that's sad too, because Oakland is a place where, you know what I'm saying? Man, they always fought corruption, you know what I mean? And then like, you know, Oakland, man, they governed themselves for a long time. When you had the Black Panthers and all that, and then, you know, of course, you know what I'm saying? How do you